Hey everybody, welcome into this new tutorial. So if you want to create some newsletter totally for free, we're going to be using this great website called Mailchimp.com. It's really easy to use that. So if you want to sign up totally for free, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description, guys, so you can see how easy it is to create here our account. So first of all, we need to put in here a valid email, a username, a passcode, and if you don't want to receive email about updates and all that, we just need to enable this check mark and go into the sign up section. Once you create your account, it's really important to create the login verification. So in my case, I just need to provide a email verification code. I need to submit it in here and I can continue. So if this is the first time you are here into Mailchimp, it's going to be appearing the selection of the premium, the standard, and the essential packages that are available into Mailchimp and all the things that you are able to use. For example, I'm just going to stick with the free version because we just want to take a look how this works for us and to create some newsletter, and how you can see this is totally for free. So what I want to do is to put in here my information, my business name, and my phone number in order for starting to do this real quick. Now what I want to do is to provide the business address, and we basically just need to tell what's our top goal into Mailchimp. If you want to make some drive sales, grow your list and email subscribers, or just checking things out. So depending on what you're trying to look for, it's going to be appearing a bunch of tools. So let's say in our case we want to create something a little bit more for beginners. So I'm going to grow my list, and how many email subscribers do you have? Let's say I don't have none yet, or you want to put in here, for example, 300 or fewer. So we can continue. Now in this section, if you already have a website and you already have some customers that were subscribed into your newsletter, you can import here your website, your URL, and all your logo, your images, your colors, fonts, and emails that were created are going to be available into your Mailchimp. So after that, if you want to stay in touch, for example, e-commerce newsletter, Mailchimp presents, and career highlights, you can enable that. In my case, I want to leave those disabled and go into let's go, so we can start. Now here we are into the main the home section of Mailchimp. Actually, it's really easy to create our first campaign. If you see, it says how you'd like to start. We can first create a first email, we can start an automation, or we can create a totally website from blank. Now here into the audience section, we can track all our audience, all people who are receiving our newsletter and our emails. And here in the automations, it's really important, guys, that you know that we can do some automated marketing tips. They'll be helping us to reach more customers with less effort and more results. So that will be helping us to budget here our stuff. Here we have our website, just in case you created a website inside the Mailchimp. So you have the store, you have the appointments, domains, all your settings and reports. In our case, we don't want to focus on that. We have the content studio here. We can add some products, we can add some Instagram accounts. You can see create your logos, and of course there's the first part of the create section, and in here we can go and create our first newsletter if you want to start right away. So for creating a landing page, it's really simple. We just need to create a page name, select the audience, and let's begin. If you haven't noticed, you can leave that totally in blank, and we can use templates in order for starting. We have to do we don't have to start from scratch, which is actually really great. We can use a template inside Mailchimp. So I'm going to go into accept and select a template that can be adequate for my branding. So I want to look for something that can be related to my brand. Let's say, for example, that I want to focus on the one that's below here, the blue one, and I want to choose this option, and then what I want to do is to customize this. So as you can see now, there's the template already opened, and it's really easy. It's a very simple newsletter. So I can change here the image size, I can change the style. I kind of don't like this font, but it's okay with that. I can change it later. And in here, you just need to fill some information, and I can change the color of the background. And here, as you can see, this is how it's going to be looking. I'm going to create something a little bit more redder, kind of like this. So as you're scrolling down, you might see that there are a bunch of things that you can use into your landing page. It's looking great so far for me, but let's say that you are not into all the tools. For example, I don't want this item, so I can just delete the content block. I usually want to do that. I'm going to hit into delete. And usually in these kind of pages, you can see a lot of email address, first name and last name submission, so I can change the content of that. So here it says success, you've been added correctly. I can put this in Spanish, for example, and go into continue if I'm okay with that. And if I hit into the preview section, I'm gonna see my preview mode of my email. So as you can see, this is my landing page. I'm scrolling down and see if everything looks correct. I actually didn't do anything specifically speaking about the template. I was just looking how it's going to be seeing here into the desktop, and just hit into publish, and then you're good to go. Now, by using another template of a regular email, this is actually for creating more something more easier, like a newsletter. So you can choose an email builder, you can choose the classic builder or the new builder from the beta mode. I'm just going to stick with the classic mode, and as you can see, there are featured templates or themes that we can use. So here into make the announcement, this actually, it's more looking for a newsletter. So after you clicked in that, you're gonna be seeing that it looks too neutral, but it's kind of great because I have all these tools that I can use for making this more creative, and then I can choose in a specific option. For example, here's search your big news, and I want to delete this, and I want to put in here, for example, surprise or give away for you, and then we can add our own tools, our own photos, our own text, and discount depending on if this is a website, if you're an artist, or if you just want to make some Mailchimp in here, right? And lastly, this is a great feature that I love to use, and this is by sending a test email. So you can test yourself, you can email yourself a test of this newsletter, how it's going to be looking. So after you clicked in here and put in here, for example, your own email, you go into the sentence and open that into your inbox to see how it's going to be looking for the customers or for your subscribers. And lastly, here from is going to be asking you the name, and the email address is going to be looking. So here's my test that I just sent. Here's the preview of the test. I clicked in there, and this how it's going to be looking. Actually, it looks great for me. So here's the image, here's my email test, and down in here into our Mailchimp, you can just control that and send that, or you can finish that later if you are not ready to go. So creating a newsletter into Mailchimp is really easy. You can make a bunch of things. You can make a landing page. You can even make an own website. So once again, I'm going to leave you a link down below in the description, guys, so you can have your own Mailchimp, and you can get a total discount for having some great packages and pricings. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Hopefully this was a very useful video for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. And hopefully, guys, I'll see you next time.